A lot of men in their 40s are going to the gym on a regular basis but are failing to see results. In today's video, I'm going to discuss the 5 basic mistakes that a lot of men in their 40s are making that are neglecting them when it comes to seeing gains and results. It's fair to say, as we get older, our body changes with time. For a lot of us, it's harder to lose weight, muscle growth is at a minimum, and we haven't got the same stamina like we did in our 20s. However, this is not to say that you cannot have a great physique after 40. But you will not do so if you keep making these same 5 basic mistakes which I'm just about to discuss. The first one is lifting too heavy. Now listen, when it comes to progressive overload, we all know that progressive overload is all about increasing your muscle and building your strength. We've all been there where we've lifted up a dumbbell that's too heavy, or we've stacked on the weights on a bench where we can barely squeeze 2 or 3 reps out of it. That needs to stop. By all means, challenge yourself when you're working out, but don't get over the top in terms of piling on a ridiculous amount of weight. Listen, at 40, we need to listen to our bodies when it says enough is enough. Our bones are not exactly fragile, but at the same time, like I said, we're not spring chickens like we were in our 20s. At this stage in our lives, we're a lot more prone to injury. So gentlemen, drop the ego. You're competing, impressive, I'm the man days are officially over. By all means, challenge yourself, but be sensible with your workouts and you will guarantee to see results going forward. Just be consistent. Basic mistake number 2 ties in with basic mistake number 1, which is not focusing on your form when you're performing your workouts and lifting too heavy. Listen, when it comes to focusing and structuring our bodies, form is key. It's important to ensure that when we're lifting, our techniques for our workouts, they are controlled and measured. When you're performing your workouts, especially when you're lifting weights, if you cannot feel any tension when you're lifting your weight, it's either too light or you're just completely doing it wrong. Ensuring that when you're performing your workouts that they are controlled and focused with the movements will not only increase your strength, but will also play a pivotal role in eventually structuring the shape of your overall body, whether that will be your arms, your legs, your chest, or your back. So quite often in the gym, you see a lot of men just doing this when it comes to their measurements and when they're lifting weights. That is wrong. What you need something more controlled and measured. And not only that, if they're doing that all the time, the weight cannot be obviously challenging or heavy enough. They need something that will not only challenge them, but will enable them to perform the exercise slow and measured. Again, this will enable them to not only increase their strength, but also enable them to eventually have muscle growth over a period of time. Mistake number 3, which is probably one of the most common mistakes you see a lot of us men in our 40s make, is focusing on isolation workouts. Gentlemen, there's more to our bodies than just bicep and abs. For those that don't know, isolation exercises are exercises that are focusing on one muscle group, as opposed to compound exercises that focus on multiple muscle groups. Just like an orange, in order to see the true structure of the orange, you're going to have to peel away the skin. It's the same as our bodies. In order for us to structure our bodies to see a real great physique, we're going to have to use the likes of compound movements in order to increase strength, gain muscle growth, and have an overall well-structured physique. Now don't get me wrong, isolation workouts will increase your muscle if you're lifting heavy and obviously eating a lot of protein. However, what's the point in having big arms, abs, if the rest of your body just looks absolutely flat and looks basically out of proportion? Hence why you should always include some form of compound movement within your exercise. Now my good people, before we go on to the basic mistake number 4, if you're feeling this video, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. This year we're looking to hit the 1,000 subscribers. If you're someone who's 35 and above and you're looking to either lose body fat, build muscle, or just overall gain a healthy physique, ensure you subscribe today. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell button, and ensure that you are fully alerted when I update my next video. Now moving on to the next mistake, which is mistake number 4. This is one especially when it comes to losing any form of body fat, is focusing too much on cardio. Having that mentality that in order to lose fat, it's all about cardio, 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 which is not the case. What we need to do is incorporate cardio within our resistance training. So when you go to the gym, ensure that you're doing resistance training and not just focusing on cardio alone. Listen, don't get me wrong, I do it. A lot of the times in our 40s, I like to go for a drink, whether it's at the weekend or during the week or perhaps after work. So with the belly and the midriff section not exactly showing a full set of six pack, we tend to think, oh shit, I need to burn this fat off. Let me go to the gym and do 1 hour cardio sessions for the next 4 weeks every single day or every other day. Now don't get me wrong, cardio does help, but this is not the way forward. What you need to do is prioritize your resistance training, have a healthy diet, which is absolutely key, and then incorporate the cardio within your workout sessions. Gentlemen, cardio alone is not going to give you the results that you're looking for. By all means, we shouldn't be trying to impress anyone anyway just by having visible abs. If you're someone who's looking for a healthy physique and you're looking to drop that body fat, 15-16% body fat is absolutely fine. Going down to say, I don't know, 13-12% body fat to have visible abs is not exactly necessary if you're looking for sort of like a healthy physique. Yes, if you're looking to get the abs, go for it. Absolutely go for it. You know, eat healthy, make sure you're in that calorie deficit. Stay away from the junk food. Increase your resistance training and also incorporate your cardio sessions within that. But it's, again, if you're looking for just a healthy physique, you're in your 40s, perhaps maybe you're touching your 50s, a healthy body percentage, the likes of say maybe 15-16% body fat is absolutely fine. You're healthy, you're fit, you can go on the beach topless and no one will think a thing. And not only that, within yourself you feel good. You look in the mirror and you feel exactly healthy. You've worked, you've trained, you've eaten well. And not only that, at 15, perhaps 16% body fat, it is maintainable throughout the year. You don't have to go and work out, stringent amount of cardio, stringent amount of workout sessions. You can maintain a 15%, 16% healthy physique throughout the year all day long, just by staying consistent, eating healthy, ensuring that you're training on a regular basis in terms of obviously with your progressive overload and your cardio sessions, and you'll be absolutely fine. This is the way you see results. Remember, when it comes to fitness, it's always going to be a marathon as opposed to a sprint. We're not in competition. On this channel, we're not bodybuilders here. We're just men who are looking to obtain and keep a healthy physique all year round. And number 5, which is the last mistake, is underestimating the power of recovery. Like I previously said, for a lot of us, we're prone to injury now that we're in our 40s. However, where we have knocks, aches and pains, we still seem to believe that within 24 hours rest period, we can get up again and hit the gym, lifting load of heavy weights and going on ridiculous cardio stringent sessions. Gentlemen, listen to your bodies. By no means you should be getting up. If you have a knock, by no means you should be getting up the next day and hitting the gym. Rest means rest. Listen, as we get older, it's natural that our body recovery period is going to take longer than what it was when we were younger. If you've previously gone to the gym and had a knock or any injury or any pain, why are you getting back up straight away to go into the gym the next day? If you're in discomfort, you're not going to be performing at your highest level. Rest. This is what a lot of us men tend to do. We tend to think that our body is some sort of, crazy recoverable mechanical machine. Where we're in our 40s now, even if we've got, increasing back pains or we've got a hamstring injury, we can still go into the gym literally the next day and perform at our best. We need to know when to stop. We need to know when to rest. We need to know when enough's enough. Gentlemen, what we got to remember is we're not in a race. We're not in competition with everyone. A lot of us have families now. We've got wives, we've got kids. We've got partners. Who are we impressing? What's the rush? Give yourself 48 to 72 hours. Make sure you're feeling good again. Make sure you're at that level now where you can feel, you know what? I've recovered. I believe I can go back to the gym and perform at my best level. Because if you cannot, for whatever reason, and you're restricted due to injury, why are you going? What is the point? Listen to your bodies. Anyway, my good people, that is all from me today. Those are your 5 basic mistakes that a lot of us men in our 40s make. For whatever reason, we need to go back, reset, have that positive mindset, and know that we're in a marathon and not a sprint. At the end of the day, this is our fitness journey. It's nobody else's. And we need to abide by those rules going forward, no matter what. Anyway, my good people, stay blessed, stay motivated. Remember to hit that notification button down. Add me up on the socials. The name is The Ron Official. Again, links below. Until next time, get them gains.
Exchange for gains. Move it, Karen. Time I make those lifestyle changes. Do it like Darren.